should have done it in a separate thing or whatever. I want to open. Hey, Chipper. Trying to figure out how to open a tab in new tab. New window. There we go. I think I got it. I think I did it. What's up, Brian? Brian, Chipper, Brian. I'm looking for something. Anyway, I always just over. Why wasn't none of y'all over there in that C10, not C1, Will Patriot thing? Those people are going crazy. I had to leave because I don't want to go to jail. We were talking about you, C103, and your brother, because D-Mac was over there, and we were talking about like how y'all are like Nephilim giant type dudes, or that might have been me. Actually, I haven't actually seen it, so I don't really want to watch it and make everybody angry or whatever. Well, I sort of do. But, apparently, he's gonna like take our stuff whether we want him to or not. Why is my stuff all messed up? What did y'all do to my stuff while I was gone? Daniel, that brother, Daniel T. That little short dude. Looks like his dog. I think your brother is like, well, he probably got maybe an inch on you. Maybe. No, nothing about that, but all these people on YouTube need to be careful about the jokes they make about Bobby O'Rourke over there, because he is an elected official. Actually, one of them don't have a beard. I don't think, unless he grew one. He didn't used to have one.
He can't for his job, can he?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows what his job is.
Well, I know. I'm not going to say what his job is, but I'm saying he doesn't have one because of his job.
I think he did have one, but I think it was close. Neatly trimmed or. And did you grow yours back, Mark, or?
It's like Warfield. You can't have facial hair in Warfield.
Yeah, Squatch is a little bit stretched out. I forgot about him. No, I've been staying away from the news and stuff. I didn't realize that Weddle was acting up again, honestly. Oh, okay. Um, need to call Corey. Um, come think of it. Oh, I don't know nothing about all that. I know that I just thought I'd do a live stream, honestly. I mean, I don't have anything to say about it. I mean, this isn't me sitting here saying this and that and everything else on this YouTube channel. I ain't gonna get nobody to do nothing. Uh, the only thing we can do is jump in the bus and go down there and, if you haven't written your letter today, write your neighbor's letter. All he's got to do is sign it, put it in the envelope. People who believe like you believe and are willing to put their name on the piece of paper just don't want to take the time to do the paper. You do it. And then get them to sign it and drop it in the mail themselves. They can do that. Surely they can handle that part. Hey, yes, this is just my ordinary guy hat. I think. Do I have it on backwards again? I have it on sideways. It's how to keep the hair out of your face hat. Just an ordinary guy. Or I'm in the Australian Army guy hat. G'day, mate. And all that. Or I'm in the United States Cavalry hat. What's that? What was that show? Fort something or other, whatever. The one sergeant always had his hat on like that. You don't have a clue what I'm talking about. You think I've lost my mind. Never mind. Uh, Hi, Biddy and Aid and Billy Bird and stuff. Um, what is? I can't think of the name of that stupid show now. I don't even know why it matters to me. Chipper, what's the name of that show? I know you know, man. The commanding officer's complete. Yeah, I don't know what's the right word for it. And then his troops are always like doing uncool stuff. Outback serial killer. I'm sorry, Biddy, and I'm relieved at the same time. At least it's over for him. Is it F Troop? I think you're right. But is that the one they were in the cavalry, right? Yeah. I love that show. One of the only reasons ever to have cable TV is so you can watch reruns and stuff like that. We're doing an experiment. Antibiotics are pink and blue. Just for record. I got them from the Tractors and Plastic. Yes, F Troop. You're absolutely 100% correct, Mr. Chip. No, I have not. I have not had a cigarette in how long? I lost count the other day. Like forever. It's coming up on 2 months, isn't it? I do have a desk full of sunflower seeds, though. Just out. And I had to go buy more candy today. But everybody I know on YouTube has this crap. Bear Independent has it. Well, it went through the whole family. I'm the only one. I was the last one to get it, and I'm the last one that still has it. Well, I hope the kids are over it, the grandkids. Well, half the people in town are coughing up lungs and all that. Well, we had raw garlic that we were growing, but then we got goats. They will paw that stuff up to get to it. They will also eat your chili beans down to a nub. They will eat your shrubs. down to a stomp. They will climb your pecan tree to eat your pecan tree. Yeah, goats will eat everything. So, yeah. No, the coughing, the day before yesterday, I was coughing up green phlegm. My the cold or whatever it was got down in my chest, and I got it turned into bronchitis. And uh, I go to the doctor, and the doctor prescribes amoxicillin every time. So rather than go pay some guy $120 to write me a script, I just trying a prepper thing to see if it actually works. And so far, so good. The Hey, Carol. Yeah, sounds a little fishy. But we'll see. I was really surprised that by end of day yesterday, which would have been day 2, uh, the color had gone to a much more neutral shade, if you will. Some little mandarin orange. In case you're wondering what I'm doing. Peeling a mandarin orange. Y'all peel your mandarin oranges or y'all just eat them? I'm just asking. The less cultured half of my marriage doesn't think that mandarin oranges are edible. I don't know why. Oh,
the canned ones or whatever aren't. Whatever the ones we had that one time, they were not good.
Yes, dear. That's how I did that. That's how you do that, gentlemen. What? Yeah, he was in here a while ago.
I know, and I say he's leaving.
Oh, no, I didn't see. Why are you leaving, Aid? You have to go to work, man. This whole gainfully employed thing's a load of crap. All my friends keep messing with my day with that crap. I have a job. I can't just sit here and hang out with you all day. All people with all their excuses for not loving me. Oh, sorry. That was too much. Mine? Yes, that is good. No, it was because it was sincere yesterday. You're right, honey. I just let her have that one. Because I argued it with her the other day, and I was like, there's nothing wrong with mandarin oranges. And then it occurred to me that it was a stupid argument to be having. I mean, if she doesn't like mandarin oranges, oh well. Now she does like the little one. What do they call? They don't call these mandarin oranges when you buy them like this. What do they call them?
I don't know. You weren't checking out the package. But you look. You're eating it. You should look at what you're eating. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I know what it really is, but they call it something else when they sell it to you.
Okay.
Crap.
Because things change. Just like that unicorn self, whatever it was called. It's not really an AR.
Yeah. Did you ever make a decision on what you were going to do? Cuties, yes. Thank you, Brian. Ah, see? I wasn't making that up. I knew they called him something else. That is tart. Oh, guys, that was almost like a lemon. I've never ate an orange that made my jaw lock up before. I liked it. I just wasn't ready for it. Then it's yep, I did not imagine that. You should try one of these. Serious people, it tastes like a orange had a party with a lime. Yes, dear. You're absolutely right. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, wait. Well, I got a ding over here. Let's see what the ding is. Oh, that's right. What is that is like a really good idea. That is like the coolest.
What?
Uh, Great Scott sent me shared a thing and it was cool. I'm sorry, that's like super cool. Yeah, it was a party, all right. Bunch of foreigners in there kicking it up, hard and heavy. Oh. Who win where? Oh, there he is. My chat's running a little slow. That was a little rough. I was expecting them to be sweet. And I squished one up and then I put my bourbon on it. Now my bourbon's tart. Oh, was it Friday? Oh, crap. I did not even look at that. I went to the store today. I rescued cows. Sort of. Ish.
You unrescued.
Yeah, unrescued. What do you mean unrescued? No, they escaped.
They escaped.
They
They
escaped.
were free.
They were free. I was on my way home and there's 4 black cows walking down the shoulder. So I pull over. There's no traffic, thank God. I pull over and I'm grabbing my phone and then I see that there's cars coming. So I step out and put my hand up. Put my hand up. I'm like, hey guys, slow down. Give them a heads up that there's cows right in front of my truck. And this guy, rather than just hit his brakes a little bit, pulls over across the double yellow line when there was vehicles coming the other way that had slowed down, and flies around me. And then when he sees the cows out in the road, he's like, getting all up on the brakes and stuff. You could have just listened to the goofy-looking dude in the hat and the red suspenders and stuff with his flashers on. But hey, I don't judge anybody. And then the next guy that went by, I was like, hey, slow down. And he slowed down. Then when he saw the cows, he actually pulled up to the other side of them and stopped, turned his car around. So we had him trapped. Sort of. I'm trying to figure out how to get him because I thought they went across the highway because I knew the guy across the road had several black cows. But then I couldn't find a hole in the fence. The gate wasn't open, and then his black cows were down there. So I'm like, okay, that's not it. So anyway, the dispatch said that the deputy was going to be a little bit because he was not anywhere close. And sitting there watching the cows. That guy, he goes, well, I'm going to go up here to this house and see if because he went to the house that was attached to the one place. They were not that guy's cows. He did not offer to come and help. That individual had to go on about his life. Another vehicle come by and the guys pulled over and stopped, jumped out and said, need some help? And I'm like, well, I don't know where we can put them. I mean, there's an open gate up here. They said, well, where do you want them? I said, well, they're not my cows. I just stopped and got them off the road. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, you want us to help you kick them in there? And I'm like, well, if you don't mind. And then they pretty much did it. I mean, these guys evidently had a clue what they were doing. The cows went right up in there. No problem. And they come to find out the gate that we herded them back into, well, not the hole in the fence, giant hole in the fence. There used to be a big chain. They kept a chain across it. They don't have the chain over it anymore. But that's where they had escaped from. The guy lives up at the top of the hill, and he had let them out of the pen so they could graze right around there by the barn and stuff. And then he went in the barn to do some stuff. When they noticed he wasn't looking, they headed straight for the highway where all the grass had just come up. We had we had rain the last couple of days, and the grass is all up and pretty and green in the bar ditch, and they headed straight for it. So, cattle really like the bar ditch. They just do. All right, see you back in a bit. I didn't escape Friday the 13th. I hope not. Is Friday the 13th Jason or the other dude? Is he Jason or Michael Myers? I don't know. Somebody help me out. Is Friday the 13th Jason or Michael Myers? I can't freaking think of what Jason is.
Let me Google it.
Because Friday the 13th is Michael Myers, I'm pretty sure. But I can't remember what the camp watchamahoot it is.
It's the ski mask dude.
The ski mac dudes. Michael Myers is Friday the 13th. But
So Jason's the lake dude.
yeah, Jason's the lake dude. But what was the name of that movie?
Friday the 13th Part 3. Jason. Are they not the same thing?
No.
Well, no, I guess they can't be if one's Michael Myers and one's Jason. Never mind. The original Friday the 13th was one of those no-budget druggy horror flicks. The third Friday where Jason first dons the hockey mask. Oh no.
Okay, that might now. Which one? No, that's right. Michael Myers has just got that stupid. Yeah, Jason is Friday the 13th. Let's see Michael Myers. See what he is.
Halloween.
Halloween. Dadgummit. Yeah. Yeah, Friday the 13th and Halloween. Okay. Because Halloween, he did, he wore a Halloween mask.
Okay.
Jason is Friday the 13th, and Michael Myers is Halloween. We got that? Ah. One thing I really liked the first month and a half a week after I stopped the smoking, the cough went away. And, it was getting better and better and better. And then I catch this cold thing or whatever. And now I'm having to deal with it, which is it's a different cough, but sort of the same. Oh, that was sour. Wish that plant had seeds. I would so try to grow these. Yeah. Anyway, Jason, some big progressive liberal with a machete and a hockey mask. It's not something I want to run into. Anyway, what are y'all doing on Friday the 13th besides sitting here wasting your life talking to me? The missus, sound good again, wants to open. Is it? Anyway, she wants me to let her trade this for a unicorn gun. I told her no. I mean, this is close enough, but still. She found that picture of the unicorn AR or whatever, rainbow unicorn AR, and now she wants one.
I don't know why it don't show up on my chat, but on the top of my page it shows up.
What's that?
Because I changed it to my background.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, her little icon. That's her new.
Does it show up on yours?
Yeah.
Oh, on mine it doesn't.
Yeah, I can see your little unicorn AR thing.
Oh, that's cool. Mine doesn't do that.
Hello? I hate Doctors.
Robocalls or what?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to help all you people out. It is not worth, seriously, it is not worth the occasional coupon you'll get at the grocery store to give a store your phone number. Never do that.
See, mine's still. Mine's still the other one.
Oh, it's because you haven't redone the thing.
Yes, I did.
Oh, but there's yours right there.
Well, cool. Huh.
I guess it's on the other one too. I don't know. Hey, did I close? Oh, I closed my other window.
Well,
What did you do for?
I had done it before I got in the chat, so it's showing up right on yours. On the one don't show up right on mine.
They're trying to get me to take a Carnival cruise for one Carnival cruises like the Northern Pacific or some shit, not going there. Stupid. Or Mexico or whatever. I'm not getting on a boat and going to a foreign country. I'm not getting on a boat and going to the Northern Pacific Ocean. Why? Like, there's nothing to do on a cruise ship. I can freeze my ass off and get drunk at the lake and not have to worry about drowning. I'm good to go. I can do it for a lot less than a couple of grand. I'm not going to go. If I really want to look at an iceberg, I'll go over to one of the CO2 fields and I'll kick a valve open and let it freeze something up. Not a problem. Seen icebergs before. I froze a whole tank battery in one time. Don't tell the boss, I handled it. Actually, it wasn't my fault that the guy relieved did that, but I fixed it. So, a lot of ice come loose. A lot. Froze about 1.5 miles of 3-inch line. Uh, Peacekeeping device, yeah. All right, Brian, be careful. Have a good night. Yeah, Sadie, it's the goats. Okay, you would just go out there and sleep with them, so just chill. Okay? If you wanted them not to be on the porch, you shouldn't have come in the house all of them. Now they have the porch, and you get the chair. The end. You have to make these choices early. You can't, renege on them. You gave them the porch. My wife's dog is very conflicted sometimes. I got to get me a dog. I used to have a dog. I don't know what happened to it. My dog was reasonably intelligent and useful. I mentioned those are sour as crap, yeah. Y'all keep praying for Biddy. You still in here? Or does she have to leave too? I haven't seen her in a while. Y'all keep Biddy in there too, but y'all lift Rob up. They hadn't really spoke to me. I don't know what's going on. Need to give him a call. Tried texting him some the other day, but I don't know if he was at work or what. Or yesterday. Was that this morning? Yesterday this morning. My memory's like a bear trap. Nothing gets past it. Yeah, last night. But anyway, it's just something for y'all to listen to. Nothing really going on here. I just want to caution all of you people that are Robert Payne. Rob Payne. He seemed off yesterday. So, and we all know what's going on with him. So. Try to get him to come down this way. He needs for his little girl to get better so he can step away from all of that for a little bit. Anyhow, we have a gun show tomorrow. If anybody wants to like send me money and let me go buy something cool. Oh wait, I have to go do a live stream on the other channel if we have to do that. Like peanuts. The only dog I know that doesn't like peanuts. No, you spit it out. Told you don't like them. Trying to come up with something different than sunflower seeds because I'm afraid my sodium level might be a little bit too high. If you could pick up anything you wanted to tomorrow, I'm not giving you permission or suggesting that you ask permission, Chipper. I'm saying if you could pick up anything you wanted tomorrow at the gun show, what would it be? I know it's hard saying that since you're not there. But what's your fantasy gun? Yes, yeah, it's a gas mask. Actually, we all do. Rob Painless for Christmas last year got me and Mrs. West both gas masks. So there. Oh. It's actually a pretty cool gift, I thought. I didn't know that we exchanged gifts, did you? So I got him a rucksack. Should have got him a dog. Yeah. Sadie, I fed you. Okay, I fed you. And I gave you fresh water. And I fed you. I even brushed you down a while ago.
40.7.
Ooh. And I'm guessing you want it in brass. Chipper, do you have Leland's contact information? I'll see if he'll pull it out of the. This is sorry, man. I apologize. I'll see if he'll pull it out of the safe for me, and I'll take a picture and text it to you. It's a anniversary edition. Uh, Henry, I believe it's a Henry. It's either Henry or Winchester. Hold on, not 100% sure, but it's engraved limited edition anniversary 4570. Uh,
What is a PDF?
yeah, it's pretty. Never been shot. Still new in the box. He takes it out of the box. We look at it. We look at the box of bullets that come with it. Then we put it back in the thing. It's still got its cherry. It's never been shot. So yeah, it's pretty.
See what I got?
PBS 14. Enlighten me, C103. Anybody else can chime in there. You offered to go and you wanted to trade it for one of those rainbow unicorn guns. Why do you want to trade your Glock? If we're going to trade anything, we're going to trade my Beretta on another Glock. Well, actually, I would like to trade my Beretta for a 9. If I could trade straight across for a 9, I would. Ah. I don't think I have a picture of that. I don't have a picture of that. I don't know what. If I could walk in there and snatch up anything I wanted tomorrow. One of the old school Winchester Model 870s in 20 gauge. That doesn't sound all that special to anybody, but you can do almost everything with a 20 gauge. You can, or yeah, with a 20 gauge that you can with a 12 gauge. The ammo's lighter. And I don't know that in another 10, 15 years I'll be able to shoulder a 12 gauge. Well, that's go out there and start shooting stuff. Just put a target on your kid's butt and tell them run like that. And tell them if you get them, you win. If you get them, they lose. It'll make it more interesting. Usually, what draws me in at the gun shows are the antique guns. I'm not into tactical stuff. I know I should be. I'm not. My favorite firearm in this house is a 22 rifle that is just shy of 100 years old. So the rifle I want, the 22 rifle I want, hasn't been made in 100 years. So if I get one, it is going to be, well, I don't believe. I think they started mocking them back up a few years back. I don't want one of those. I mean, if somebody gave me one, I'd take it. But I want a real octagon barrel 22 pump. By far the sexiest firearm ever made. Mm. I'd kind of like to get my hands on one of the Heritage 6-shooters, but I want one that has both cylinders. I want to be able to go to 22 Magnum on it. Last year, though, we bought a 357 and got a Chiapa bow last year. So I don't know if we're gonna go this year. Oh no, we're gonna go. I just don't think we're gonna take any money. Yeah. Would put night vision.
Yeah, not tactical either. It's just dark in the mountains at night, so night vision will be helpful.
Yeah, and see that's my number next. I would really like a black powder gun, but I can't make up my mind if I want to go with the modern variant or the old school stuff. Apparently, it's pretty easy to screw up. No. I think black powder is a really important skill. I'd like to learn to do it, and then I honestly I think that one of the most intelligent things an individual could do is actually learn to shoot a flintlock black powder gun.
I think that he had someone pretty good with black powder though in his life, didn't he?
You had somebody showing you how to do it, Chipper. Don't lie. I mean,
You know what you used for that other stuff?
what's that?
Brother-in-law or whatever. And then black powder.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's somebody over there who knows a little bit about black powder and on your wife's side of the world anyway. My brother did muzzle loading and stuff, but he had the modern variants. So, he put everything in the back end of the gun, and then pushed the projectile down the front of the barrel. That's all he had to do. I know a little bit, well, a lot one way or another doesn't really matter on black powder. It's not like modern smokeless powder, which if you screw up and put modern smokeless powder in your black powder gun, it's going to blow up in your face. I know that. It burns so much faster that it's not even funny. I want to go full on Daniel Boone, though. I think that if a guy built a black powder rifle, and I'm not an expert again, but I think if you had a 26-inch barrel, and that's enough. I mean, they're flipping heavy as can be anyway. In what, a 45 caliber, maybe. And if you had it rifled with enough, spins, because you're not shooting at anything past 100 yards with black powder. I mean, I hope. That's messed up. I can't afford the buckskin, honestly. I actually started making me a hat, though. And then I quit. That's a lot of sewing. Uh, I don't know. I've shot a muzzleloader before, but like I say, it was like shooting a modern rifle. Aim, pull the triggers. I mean, there was hardly any smoke at all. More smoke coming out of that Ruger last time my brother let me borrow it before I wound up with it. I mean, I started out as my brother's gun, and he's like, "Here, take this one," and here, I loaded this ammo, blah blah blah, and got out there and got to the deer blind, and doe come in, big old fat juicy one, and I line up, pull the trigger, and the whole flipping place lights up. I mean, I got fire freaking 8 foot. I mean, coming out the end of the freaking rifle. And smoke, choked to death, couldn't see nothing for 10 minutes. Ha ha ha. He put, best I can figure, he never would confess or tell me what his mixture was. Best I can figure is he put black powder in with the other stuff. and it basically launched a bullet, but then there was a giant fireball of still burning powder came out the end of the freaking rifle. Scared the crap out of it. At first, I thought the gun had blown up. Thought, I'd got a double load or something like that, but no, just my brother being cute. And see, the revolvers always scared me because if screw up on those, they can like go off in your hand or something, the way I understand it. What do they call that one? Plainsman rifle? Plains rifle? The 50 caliber or something or other? Hickok did one. Showed they were shooting one. But damn, he said that thing weighed like 18 pounds or something. Can you imagine toting a single shot rifle that weighs 18 pounds? I don't think that in a gun with 11 rounds in it. I think 11 rounds. Yeah, I'd take 10 and 1. I don't think it'll. I don't think it weighs that much. Who in here is pro Scouts of America? I'm just thinking random things to ask now. So we're gonna go to the gun show? Just walk around? So I can lick all the custom knives and stuff? Look at them. Is there anybody in here but me and you, Chipper? I think everybody else left. Been researching the Scouts of America the past couple of days, and they're having trouble. Which is really sad. Nobody wanted to jump out and support them in their fight against the progressive left. But then when they got slapped around by the progressive left, everybody was quick enough to condemn them and run away. Yes, that does. The three of us, we should be able to take over the world in no time. So, let's brainstorm this out, guys. Let's get it rolling. Is there any particular wants or wares or anything? Anybody have a specific part of the country they want to wind up with or anything? Anybody interested in California, it's open because I don't want it. And they literally had to fight. Everybody's like, kept saying, yeah, they shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have to. But nobody wanted to go out there and pick it outside the courtrooms on behalf of the scouts. And they didn't cave into any of this. They lost it all in court. They didn't choose this. Well, they didn't voluntarily choose this course of act, or the courses of actions they've taken over the past several. But I think they're still important myself. And honestly, I think what they needed to do, rather than putting the Girl Scouts or the girls in the Boy Scouts, I think they needed to form another scouting organization. Uh, and it might be able, they might be able to do it all within the Scouts of America, but like for camping trips and stuff, they're gonna have to segregate that stuff. I'm sorry. Not sure it's prudent to have 13, 14, 15-year-old kids out there in tents with only 2 adults to 15 kids or whatever. Didn't work at band camp. It's not going to work in the Scouts. Hey, D-Day. So, this is actually really good. There's a couple people that understand why I'm worried about this, but it's amazing how one-sided the story can be whenever the mainstream media only wants one side of it to get out. So, yeah, there you go, Chipper. As long as they identify as adult, it'll be fine. That's the biggest thing there. When they switch to the Scouts of America, every time they lose something in court, they come up with another thing to sue them for. Now they're being sued for going back to the 1940s or something like that, for inappropriate behavior with the kids or something like that. Um, it's just like everything else. Anything that tries to teach values and civic responsibility and duty and stuff like that, they're killing it. The Girl Scouts died first. The Girl Scouts hadn't taught civic duty and stuff in 30 years. That's something I do. There was all kinds of people around me, girls around me that were in Girl Scouts, and they didn't teach them none of that. Go to camp, make baskets, sell cookies. That was it. I mean, without the Scouts, Boy Scouts, what are we gonna do? They used to have a, what was that thing called that they did in the Baptist church that they don't do anymore? In the church camps and stuff, they're a joke anymore. The last several I've gone to, I was actually quite disappointed at the activities, at the preaching, at the worship, at the whole 9 yards. So, but then again, I'm a hard ass when it comes to what stuff like that should be doing. If you've got to entertain and appease the kids to get them to stay around long enough to accept the gospel and be saved, it's a whole lot like pigs before swine, or pearls before swine to me. Uh, it's not the church's job. That's the parents' job. Got quiet again. I can't answer y'all's questions or reply or like chat back at y'all if I'm the only one talking. This cough is killing me. This is day 3. It's either day 3 or day 4 where I have not allowed myself to take a nap. Day 3. I'm the only one in this room on it. I understand that you have to do the yes, dears. I'm sorry. And it's not church anymore. Well, the last time she made you a special sandwich, you wound up in the hospital. I'm just saying. So you might need to be a little bit more respectful. I had to fight down the urge to replace my dum-dums with Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls are better. Good plan, Tipper. While chocolate is delicious, it is bad for me. When I get to a point in my life, well, no, I'm going to have to start it and just deal with it. But I'm going to have to do something to get my weight back under control. You know, particular part of the world you live in, C103, Burning Wind could mean a lot of stuff. So, see you back. Food question. Does dehydrated food cause health problems? How could it? I've been eating dehydrated food for a really, really long time. If you think about it, what is rice? Just naturally dehydrated grains. What is red beans? What's cornbread? What's flour? Uh, spaghetti, macaroni. Most of the seasonings in your cabinet are just dehydrated spices. I think that if you constantly eat the dehydrated food without ever hydrating it some way, I think it could cause you some trouble. They always show on TV, and it's perfectly fine. You can do it. It's acceptable, but they didn't just pull jerky out of a pack and start eating it. Back in the day when jerky was travel food, they would take the jerky and chop it up and put it in the pot, and they would boil it. Something that a lot of people don't realize is that real smoked meat, real jerky, is not cooked. It's heated up to a high enough temperature to basically kill all the bacteria. And then you keep the temperature and the moisture content down in the air, or up, temperature up and moisture content down in the air, so that evaporates, dehydrates all the moisture out of the meat. But if jerky is done right, the meat is never cooked. So the dehydrated meat would be put into the stew for flavor and for filler, and it would have been rehydrated in the stew. Yeah, well, you got to be careful. They put chemicals in some stuff. I mean, everything. I mean, you got to check and make sure that the stuff you're getting doesn't have preservatives. Let's check out Big's dill pickle sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds, salt, maltodextrin diacetate, xanthan gum, dried garlic, dried onion, may contain milk and soy. There's some of it depends where you're getting your dehydrated foods at. Now, freeze-dried food and dehydrated food are different things. I mean, they're both dehydrated, don't get me wrong. But there's freeze-dried and then there's dehydrated. Freeze-dried food is done differently. It's done with actually cold temperatures. Not 100% sure how that's done. But it may have something to do with vacuum and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know nothing about dehydrate or the freeze drying. But I know it's different. Freeze dried vegetables and banana chips are not the same thing. Okay. People will say bad thing about anything. This stuff, like, people are always busting on GMO. GMO is nothing new. Now, if they're like in Taiwan and Korea and stuff, where they're literally going in and splicing extra sets of DNA into, which is genetic modification, into these animals, and then breeding them with the splice in there so that the splice follows through to the next generation, so they can breed hogs and cows, which are double muscled. Then, yeah, that I'm a little worried about. But because they're selectively doing whatever to corn, I mean, how do you go into a seedling or to a seed and take out a gene and put in another gene to make a whatever? I guess there's a way they can do it. But be a lot cheaper just to, like, selectively crossbreed. And then you wind up with a genetically modified organism because you have selectively bred this gene to that gene to this gene to that gene. That's why there are crabs out there in the China Sea or the Sea of Japan that they will not harvest, because when they pull them up, the back of the crab literally has the face of a samurai on it, and the ones that have the face of the samurai on the back of the crab, they turn them loose because it's a reincarnated, that is the soul of a warrior that has died. It's back as a crab, and the only ones they keep are that same, the exact same crab, exact same species of crab. The ones that have the samurai on the back, they throw back. The ones that don't, they keep. So through years, hundreds of years of selective catch and release, we release these ones, we keep these ones. Now there's almost none of the crabs that come out that don't have the samurai mask on the back. That's genetically, these are wild organisms. They've been genetically modified though by human beings. That's all genetic modification is. And then they do go in and do gene splicing on stuff. I'm not saying they don't do that, but that's not something that you can viably do for a field. They can't go in and gene splice an entire field of seedlings and ever make any money. It's, they might do it and then grow some in a controlled deal and then use that stuff to pollinate this stuff and then blah, 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 blah. I can see that happen. But they've done that to wheat also, yes, for forever. Wheat that we grow today looks nothing like the wheat they harvested 2,000 years ago. It's not anywhere close to the same. Well, it's close. Would actually like to get my hands on some of the old stuff. See if I can grow it. They've done that to tomatoes. The tomatoes that we grew this year that I've enjoyed the most actually have a lemony flavor to them. Still a tomato. And it's actually one of the ones that is closer to the way tomatoes started out being. Tomatoes are a South American thing. Our Central and South American plant. The Native Americans grew them and ate them. But they wouldn't eat leaves and stuff like that. So a lot of Europeans thought that the plants were poisonous. So they just grew them for ornamental reasons to begin with. And then when they found out that, no, the fruit's edible, the plant's not. You get that a lot. When you think about where the tomato was from, tomato seeds will go all the way through an animal and come out and grow. Okay? So they want their fruit to be eaten, so it'll spread. The other way the tomato plant spreads is tomatoes are a vine. And everywhere that vine finds a place that it can put down viable roots at a knot, it will put down roots. It will form a whole nother root system and spread. And that way, if a tree falls or there's an earthquake or a cow steps on you and breaks you or whatever, you've gone ahead and you've spread. You haven't been limited to this point. Because, in theory, a tomato plant, one tomato plant can keep growing and spreading forever. I could go out there and break cuttings off or clippings off my tomato plants out there right now and pot them and just keep them in a greenhouse and plant them back for next year outside. And then when next year come around, take cuttings from those, put inside and keep. I don't ever have to plant new tomato plants. Oh, cool. Exactly, D-Day. We didn't eat any of them. We let the chickens have them. We had some plumbing issues. And not we, but one of us was going out in the bushes. Yeah, anyway, long story short, they came up. And yeah, tomato seeds will go right through something and sprout. Tomato seeds can go through hot, soapy water and sprout. We did eat those. We had volunteer tomatoes come up in the gray water area of the kitchen sink one time. Not at this house, but we ate them. We ate them all the way to December. Where they came, it was like, it was facing south and the north wind or nothing. It was always just warm enough to keep the plant alive. And, yeah. The kids were little, so the wife was always doing this. The ground was always warm. They lasted forever. Pretty good aroma of tomatoes, too. My wife has abandoned me. Well, actually, she went in there to lay down. And since there is a gun and knife show at the Coliseum tomorrow, we can Instagram back and forth and see who finds the best stuff. Chip. I've either got to go to the gun and knife show, or I've got to go fishing. So, we'll see how it goes. Got his coffee. Don't want that. That's an hour and 40 minutes, guys, of absolutely worthless stream. There will be a real live stream tomorrow night on my regular scheduled channel. So if y'all want to come by for that, see y'all about 8:30, 8:45-ish. As soon as SOS is off the air, I'll come over here. Or I'll go live on the West S channel. Okay? Y'all have a good night. I'm going to go get some sleep and dream about having money to blow at a gun show. So, Aaron. Well, no, because if I get started at the gun show, I'll be in and out. All right, Dede. And Aaron, you just missed it, man. I'm getting out of here. But I will catch y'all tomorrow night, 8:30, 8:45-ish. Okay. God bless y'all.